Hi, this is Matt Weiner,
And this is Robin Veit.
and we're here to tell you a little bit about A Night to Remember, the title of which bears no relation to the movie about the Titanic. We actually chose it because we had done a search for prom themes, and it was number one, and it seemed appropriate that that would be the one that Peggy was pitching.
And this truly is a night to remember in the Mad Men world.
This was a very, very important show. Where we left off was Jimmy Barrett telling Betty Draper that he thought that Bobby and Don had an affair. And this was the payoff to the horseback riding on some level, that Betty was using it to vent her frustration. Originally her sexual frustration, now her anger. All we know is that she's out riding early, or as early as we could make it look. Blake did a great job on this.
And riding as hard as she can. That's why she's so sweaty. Just trying to expel this out of her system.
And
What I like about her undressing here is that it reflects later in the show. She does cuff, cuff, collar, much like Father Gill undresses cuff, cuff, collar.
I did not notice that. What I love about this is that she's been up and about, and Dawn is sleeping calmly, considering what's hanging over their head in their life. And this is a scene of, like, marital situation. They're going to have a party, and you don't have to do too TV a version of it. Like one of the guests coming over, it's really about a husband not taking care of what he's supposed to do, and Dawn's being adorable as usual, which is she's not in the mood for.
Look, you've got a week before this party, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. Carla will help you.
I'm going to have a house full of people. I'd appreciate it if you take care of the things on the list.
Bertie, I'll fix it.
Thank you.
So it's a little strained, but we don't know why. And then here we are in this spectacular set.
This set was amazing. I could have moved in here.
One of the things that we had done here, too, is I had changed it slightly and added the plastic slipcover to the couch, because I felt that once we'd established that Jerry had this bad back and was sleeping in it all the time, that's probably what they would do. And here we see a very sisterly relationship between Anita and Peggy.
Sometimes I think about Mike Ryan. Remember him?
Stop it. Jerry has a job.
He hates it. He told me he hated it, and then a week later his back started.
So we know that Jerry, there's some anxiety about the fact that...
Is he faking it?
She can talk
Right.
about her bunions.
Sister's complaining about Mom. Time tested and true.
The most important thing was for us
Sorry,
to...
Mom, not you.
was for us to find a way to get Peggy and Father Gill together. We knew we had the story. Father Gill has now, he knows Peggy's situation, and without breaking the seal, which is the privacy of confession, he is going to reach out to her to get her involved. Here's this. I love this kit too. This is the mobile communion
The
kit.
mobile communion kit, yeah.
And we saw some different period ones. Knowing the Catholic Church as we came to know it, other people knew it from birth, I was impressed with the fact that it has remained unchanged for 600 or 700 years.
Oh, I've already been fed a few times today. It's a wonderful community.
And this is Father Gill trying to figure out a way how to get to Peggy. Again, like you said, without, laying down his hand and saying that he knows. This whole season, he's taken it as his personal mission to save Peggy.
And there's always this, this tension that there's a romantic involvement between the two of them, which I loved. At the same time, he is a priest, and I just love his awkwardness and politeness, and Colin did such a great job at this three-dimensional person who's, in some way, too young for the suit, which is something we're going to discover in the episode.
No, they don't. I'm so busy right now, Father.
Think of it as pro bono. Talk to your boss.
And of course, it also is related, as it was thematically throughout the season, to the changes going on in the church. He has been to Rome. He is part of the earliest granules of Vatican II.
And I love that his tactic to get Peggy more involved in the church in some way involves advertising.
This is one of my favorite entries into a story. is Harry, the ultimate kiss ass, getting reamed here. And to me, my favorite joke in this thing is him saying, fix your department or I'll gut it. And we all know that Harry doesn't have anyone in his department but him.
Russian spy who was referred to as an agitator repeatedly, and this led into a Maytag.
And this is all based on the real thing. It's interesting because we had Heineken involved in this episode, and simultaneously, and it was really Robin's idea to do this other storyline that was all about standards and practices, which ironically, that department in the television department in the ad agency, which is part of the media department, was really the origins of many of the network executives of the future. It was really a road to incredible success.
A lot of people who had
Love that
that
exit.
job later became heads of studios.
Heads of networks.
Networks, sorry.
With wallpaper and the kebabs.
That's right.
Can one of you help me read TV
Paul with a perfect non sequitur.
I don't think so. There's too much to read, and I have nobody. And there are things to do.
Now, Harry got what he asked for, and now he's complaining about it. It's a big theme in Mad Men.
And he says he'd be a liaison. That's kind of important in this episode. This concept of a liaison, which is someone who you don't even know what they're doing other than bridging two departments.
You need someone to lay down on the barbed wire so you can run over them.
This
Father
was a
Bill is a
little-
liaison. Harry's a liaison. What?
And I was going to say the whole thing about you need someone to lay down on the barbed wire so you can run over them. We got that from David Isaacs. That's an old Army thing.
Yeah.
Brock Campbell.
So here it's Pete Campbell
What's the problem?
and Duck there.
Competing at the tap. We just have to find a way to.
Now, here's the great thing about this is that you find a product like this, like Heineken, which is, and you deal with the international, we know the prestige now of imported products, imported beers and so forth. And post-World War II, people coming back to the United States. I mean, imported things, America's always had an inferiority complex about European products, but getting beer in there was very important. And a lot of it was that drinking and consumption patterns really were changing. So this was an ideal story.
People were drinking less in bars and trying to move it to the home.
I don't know if they were trying to move it to the home. It's just sort of what was happening,
Yeah,
right?
because of commuter culture. People were hanging out less in bars in the city and going home to do their drinking.
And in fact, no matter what was happening, we knew that the last image in this would be Don drinking by himself.
Absolutely.
Well, I'd worry more about disappointing Roger. He seemed to think it was important that we sit down with Crab Coulson.
And here's Crab Coulson mentioned, who we'd met,
In maiden form.
yes, at the country club. He works at Rogers & Cowan, which is a real PR firm, the premier one, and still remains so, I think, one of the premier.
Love this Pete waiting for his invitation.
There's some great exits in this show. Leslie did an amazing job with Restraint. Now, this was, as many things are in the script, it's a sentence of description. And this, actually, I got from a real person who told me that they saw their mom do this in reaction to an affair. They didn't know what it was about, but they saw their mom just sort of let loose on a chair.
And January could not wait to do this scene. She was so excited about it. We went through about 4 different prototypes of chairs.
Well, it's tough because you want it to seem heavy. You want her to seem, it's balsa, but I think the sound, and I love that it's done from the kids' POV. I love what Sally and Bobby do here. And I love how January sort of lets it go, and then, like a good housewife, cleans it up. There's Harry's department.
Harry
Warren.
and Warren.
And I love this too. Warren did this. That he opens the drawer and throws the banana and the Sports Illustrated into it.
Roger. Crane. Mitch says you want to expand your department. Looks pretty big already. Well, the way other television departments have.
We shouldn't laugh at our own jokes. I love this actor who plays Warren. He's just like he's completely came in and he's got so much New York flavor and incredible comic timing and didn't lean on anything too much.
The money we save avoiding surprises will make it worthwhile.
And also, it's important to establish here that Harry knows what he's doing.
How do I know you're not just gold bricking? Because that's what Mitch thinks.
And then there's the
I don't want to speak out of turn.
ubiquitous Mitch, who's the head of the media department, who we've never seen but is Harry's nemesis. It's an old dramatic trick, but Rich sells it by never reacting properly to it, never restraining himself. So Roger has offered him nothing.
Any of that to Mitch.
This is another old joke, but always works.
I love her. I used to answer my own phone, and watch what Elizabeth does with her head here.
Another thing I thought was really funny here is when we were shooting this, Colin's just like, "You really want a cigarette in this?" And I was like, "Priest smoking, always funny." Yes, I want a cigarette.
Well, you know what? I know it's always funny, but let's face facts is that and I love the artwork on this. Priests, we had a lot of home movies that people gave us of their, and a lot of home movies were taken of church events. In fact, there's more church events that we've seen than family events, and I guess they are family events, and the priests are always smoking. There's no one this young. And when that priest came in, people talked about it and remembered it. But I love this. So here's what it is, and everyone who's ever done pro bono work has agreed with this, and Josh Weltman really keyed us in on this, but it's been my experience too. It's the job that you do for free where the client is the most difficult and the most demanding. And I love hearing Peggy.
Peggy is being Don, and Colin, as the priest, is being a very bad account man.
Yes, that was the dynamic we wanted to establish. And here's Harry, whose job is now watching TV. And here we get what I think is a great accidental entrance into a story, which is going to become very important. And very important to the audience, to Joan's character.
And it's just another little underhanded Roger dig that Harry asks for another guy, and Joan comes in and says, "Mr. Sterling said you needed a girl to help you with your work."
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
To run our commercial scripts past the networks for approval.
And this is something I'm proud of that we do on the show, which is that
That person also
Warren was there at the beginning, so Harry's not talking to himself and to show his department.
I don't feel comfortable sending my girls out of the building, but I will find someone to read the scripts.
And then listen to what Harry's description is of what you do,
out of here at a reasonable hour.
How many are there?
what this job is. And this is a real job.
And what are they looking for?
We just want to nip any problems in the bud. You know, for example, if a kid's pushing away his dinner in disgust, just make sure it's not Gordon's fish sticks. You know, if people can't be coughing and dying right before a Lucky ad, things like that. It's common sense.
Sponsors could not really control the content of the show, but they can control the environment in which they were represented, and they were obviously always trying to shortcut any disapproval they would get from the audience, but also preserve this environment of entertainment.
We found real scripts, too.
Oh yeah, those are real scripts. That was really cool.
It was really hard not to just sit down and read them all because we were so busy.
But there you get Warren reacting to. Now here we are at our family entertainment, and as usual, this is somehow a little gradation of a collection of all our childhood memories. Here is this spectacular dress, which Janie Bryant picked. She knew, obviously, having seen the script and knowing it thoroughly, that January would be in the dress for a huge chunk of the episode.
And there was one mismatched chair there, a chair from
Yes,
the kitchen.
there's a chair there from the kitchen, which I don't know how that goes over, if anyone ever sees it, but now
That's why I wanted to point it out.
People are clapping. Roger, Mona, look at the clothing in this scene. Look at the demure nature of this dinner party. It's a professional dinner party. We've had this conflict before.
Enjoy it while you can.
From the Lutece scene. Is this one where I talk or I don't talk? Betty's going to be perfect to help Dawn's business, and Dawn is going to be oblivious.
All right, the evening show is over. Bedtime. Say goodbye to
And of course, there was no reason to ignore the fact that we had a man named Crab in this scene, as you're about to see. I love this idea that, and this was in a lot of the literature also, that being a single at a dinner party was really a disaster. And I think Duck didn't want to go for two reasons. One, because he was a single, and two, because he doesn't drink, and these are really limiting his business slash leisure activities. But
I remember you, Sally.
Hello.
And who do we have here?
This is Bobby. Bobby, shake Mr. Phillips' hand.
And I don't know what it is about Mark Moses, but he just seems to channel Gig Young in these scenes. He's just got such a great all-American quality, and there's just a tinge of sadness.
I'm a stag.
Nobody cares.
I don't know. My wife hated odd numbers.
And you can tell it really is a problem because Betty turns to Carla and says, "Our number is now 7.
And threw the flowers at it, and here's the payoff to something that was. And
Crab duck, duck crab.
And the best thing was that you knew that Slattery and Roger were enjoying this. And then we have this idea about this woman who drinks too much, Petra Coulson, and I really wanted to keep it within the realm of reality. So some of it happened off screen. We heard that she missed her chair, and the rest of it is about her being accusatory.
We should get a boat.
My father had a boat. Almost killed him.
Oh, you might as well cut a hole in your pocket. The slip and the dry dock and the yacht club.
You know, we had John Slattery and Talia Balson's son, Harry, on the set at this point. And I remember him just sitting behind us, and he's so cute and adorable. We trained him to be an executive where every once in a while he'd just scream, "Why aren't we rolling?"
This is how this woman got this part. This is just done so exquisitely, and Leslie shot it beautifully. Just the very slightest. How did that get there? You mean the door? And here is Betty's presentation.
Starting in Spain with gazpacho, followed by Japan, rumaki.
I did a lot of research on dinner parties, and the theme and seating of people is very important. And Betty knows that, and she's very proud of what she's done here.
And the most important thing was that there was not just a theme to it, but this is business. And now here is the introduction to the story, which is that Duck and Don have this disagreement about who's going to buy this thing, and here Betty has bought it. She has proved Don's point. Don has not done this maliciously. He's as amused as she is. He has no say in his life. He's just the beleaguered husband. And what I love here, and we were debating how much this should sink in. Betty's already mad at him. She's already dealt with the public humiliation of this Jimmy Barrett thing that's looming in her mind. And now she is someone who is unaware of the fact that on some level her husband knows her so well, and it's slightly humiliating. And I just love the way people help each other sit down, and Duck with his water. I love the silence of this. It's really reminds me of the real thing.
To our hosts and their idyllic country home, and to new friends.
Here, here.
And I like Betty on her little throne of suffering there. She has the odd chair out. Again, really know if you can tell, but we did it.
And here.
Every girl's dream.
Peggy's presentation.
The wholesome promise of the kind of hand-holding that eventually leads to marriage.
Hand-holding that leads to marriage.
And, you know, this is sort of a Sterling Cooper presentation without the conference room table. You have the clients on one side and the creative and the account man on the other side, that being Peggy.
That's exactly what it was supposed to be. And as usual, too, the clients, they know something's wrong. They don't know what it is, and they just sort of feed off each other. And then, of course, the account man just throws them under the truck.
The boys hear that the girls are out.
Boys aren't gonna hear nothing. They don't go to school together.
They go to church together. And this isn't the first CYO event.
That's true.
Father Gill playing both sides.
I'm just saying, I'm not an expert, but there might be another slogan.
What do you want, 2 flyers?
No, you don't have to throw this on the fire.
You know what? This is
We were tempted to write as a parenthetical for Peggy here, biatch. She knows exactly.
And Father Gill's like, wait, it's not unreasonable.
Thank you very much.
Peggy's like, of course. And then he leaves, and you get the scene that we've seen with Don and Duck and Don and Roger and Don and Pete and Don and everyone in the account department and every creative in the account department.
We can speak tomorrow. I thank you all for your generosity and your time.
We had an amazing consultant on all things Priestley, Jim Van Dyke, who, even like in small things like this, we'd ask him, like, how would he dismiss them?
But this is completely
He thought Father Gill was right on the money.
I understand.
Did you agree with them?
Well, the dancers could be farther apart, but
As she's
we're very
explaining what her job is. And the dancers being too close together, that was pitched in the room when we first started doing this story. That someone had heard this.
Bob Levinson
Bob
said,
Levinson.
Russell said, you always have to leave room for the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Supposed to tell them
It's a very Catholic thing.
that's your job. To listen to you.
That's your job.
That's how
Back
you
up
be an
my
account man.
work.
I'm sorry this is so much work.
No, I can turn this
So now Father Gill has drawn Peggy in.
Yes, I cleared it. I'm sorry, Father. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm very tired.
We'll both be prepared next time. Good night, Peggy. I really am glad you're here.
When we were shooting this at one point, he opened the door and there was a crewman out there, like, putting tape on a light or something.
Here we have Joan at home. Now, this is really where you start to understand what Joan's relationship is with Greg. And what I love about this is this man. I mean, just her lounging. I was worried that maybe there was too much here. And with Christina, it's really, really tough. You meet her in real life, and you just like the woman has an elegance to her, and she channels Joan. And I like this idea that she's asking him a medical question, and he gives her a pretty straight answer. And the surprise in this thing, and what I love about the way the talking is in the scene, is that they love each other, they have a relationship, and then there's a sort of this insinuation that she's not paying enough attention to him. He had to bring home takeout. And then there's also this very, very great button on the scene where he asks for the glass of water again that just to me sort of explains what this relationship is. He says, why aren't you looking for a house? You should getting ready to have babies. We made sure, by the way, that we had Cantonese egg rolls. This is New York City. And establish the fact that they're financially, he's not where he's supposed to be yet. I mean, he's in his training, but
I also love that this is the first hint that Joan really likes this job that she's taken on. She's gotten really into the story. She obviously understands them, wants to know them more. And he's saying, can you get me a glass of water? And also love that we have Joan in pants, too, which we've never seen.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so here's the scene of the aftermath. Carla's cleaning up. We know something happened at the dinner party. We come in here.
Because of that. Heineken.
Yeah. Don is... they're not going to fight in front of the help. Don doesn't even know there's going to be a fight. He's watching TV. I wanted to make sure that there was a moment where we saw him there, being the man, the lion who's just eaten. And now you have to, you know this if you know the show. Betty has had this disturbance in her hand. She's had these repressed anxieties because of his affairs. She's had all of these feelings, and she's never said a word to him. And the most important thing about how this was derived is that his job was going to bring this out finally. Bobby Barrett brought it out. Jimmy Barrett brought it out. But for some reason or other, she has had enough. And this embarrassment is not about the conversation at the dinner party about Heineken. This is about Bobby Barrett. This is about people knowing. And to me, this is a payoff of 20 episodes, over 20 episodes, and they are exquisite in it. Leslie shot it beautifully. It's lit beautifully. Don is completely blindsided. And the staging was really choreographed very carefully, not just in the script, but of course down on the stage, so that there's this advancing and pushing and there's this back and forth and Dawn intimidating and moving back, and her repetition of this phrase, you embarrassed me, you embarrassed me. She doesn't know what else to say. She doesn't know if she's really going to say this. And if you listen to, I know I'm talking, but if you listen to everything that she's saying here, she's talking about Bobby Barrett from the minute that she walks over to talk to him.
I'm not going to bed. Not until you tell me why you insist on humiliating me.
And Don just goes from condescension to straight bullying.
No, he goes to denial. Then bullying.
I know about you and that woman.
And the restraint here, I'm very proud of this. It's Leslie and what we wanted. No push-ins, no sticking your face in it. Look at January's face. And look at John Hamm's. She's so old. I mean, that was really what hadn't been said the entire time. That's when I love this show, is when it cuts through that stuff and throws everything under. That's what Betty would think.
What do you know?
Now he's going on the offensive.
Go ahead. Tell me.
Jimmy told me everything.
Jimmy. He hates me.
He told me everything.
Oh, please. What the hell did he say?
So you can pick it apart? Twist all my words?
I'm not going to dignify Jimmy Barrett with a response. He's a big mouth. And don't pretend I don't know how he looks at you.
I saw you two together. You think you know me? Well, I know what kind of a man you are.
You think I would sleep with that woman?
You can't help yourself. Admit it.
He
There's
can't.
nothing to admit.
You're lying.
Do not ever admit it. No. No, I just love the way this works. And this was from the outset of this, before we knew what it was, the one thing we knew about the structure is that they would have this confrontation and that we were going to fully exploit the depth of this fight. He's laying there awake because he is troubled by this. She comes in and
He hears the door and closes his eyes.
because he is still a liar. But it's the only thing he can do. And there's something, we wanted this fight to just go on over the course of things as it would. And Betty, of course, taking respite in another human being, getting into bed with Sally. And David Carbonaro, I mean, this theme that you're listening to here, this is from, this is Who's in There. It's some version of Who's in There, which is the very first cue that we had in episode 2 when Betty is looking over at Dawn. And she says, she doesn't know anything about him. The next morning, you wake up and there you go. And you're still in a fight. She's in her clothes. The children are there. Is there going to be any conversation?
Did she?
And now we're beginning the coordination between hair, makeup, camera, and wardrobe to show a disintegration of Betty as she gets into this. And let me tell you something. I don't care what special effects you think are out there. It is a challenge to make this woman look bad.
We said that when we were talking about the new girl.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you try and make her look bad, she looks hotter.
Well, that
That's
was the problem is I felt like... So here we have these two guys. This was kind of interesting. These two guys came in and nailed this scene, and it was this was the day of the Emmy nominations, and the set was abuzz with excitement, and these guys came in to our party, and I have to really salute these two actors the way that they pulled this scene off. And also, just back to the show, look at the success of this relationship between Harry and Joan.
Josh Weltman was saying this is the most successful working relationship he's ever seen.
On the show.
On the show.
On the
yeah.
show.
And Harry doesn't even know it.
Harry does, Okay,
well,
so,
he knows it, but he's not really aware of what he has.
This is one of those things that costs a lot of money because it doesn't have any talking in it, and we had to build this closet. And Leslie had constructed this shot with Dan Bishop and Chris Manley. I wanted her going through the pockets, and we talked about this from the beginning about her really doing a thorough investigation now that Dawn's gone all day. She needs to know. She needs to know. She says she saw them together. It's still just an inclination, but she really wants to know. It's a madness to not know, even though she knows in her heart. And what to put in his pocket, a silver dollar. How perfect was that? Searching for perfume, and there's this flurry of editing and music. This is just edited with jump cuts, and it's just really exquisite to me. And there she is in that desk, and we knew that this would. And this was knew that there'd be a bunch of crap in there, and I think it was Scott Hornbacher. We just pulled out everything we could think of that he had saved, whether we'd seen it or not. And then Scott said, "Where's that Yahtzee score sheet from Midge in episode 2 last year?" Love that.
That was me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Scott did the Valentine.
All right. I think Scott's going to disagree with you.
And by the way, that was my handwriting on the Yahtzee scorecard too, because John Hamm was in New York at a photo shoot.
I love. By the way, this man is terrific. Who plays the Heineken guy? And here's the thing that where you're really, really enjoying the weaving of the story to me is that you get to have Don is in this condition where he's just come from home. He's still going to work, and they had this great party, and Duck is expecting him to perform, and Don is going to have to get his Donness up to sell this thing, and he doesn't have it in him because there's something horrible resulted in this. I just love Duck's speech and how much it rubs salt in this wound. You look at John Hamm and what's going on in his face here. There's still confidence, but it is very, very ambiguous.
Was there a spike?
The sample was very small, but what we put out sold well. More important was who it sold to. This is an untapped market where you dictate the competition.
This was a new idea, women buying beer, which I thought was really amusing.
Well, we there wasn't even in the, you couldn't even have, because of blue laws, you couldn't even have it. So, by the way, I don't know if you can see the rain out there on the window. there's a real mood thing going on here too. Hopefully, that New York rainy day, fluorescent light office situation.
She's exactly who we're after.
You know your wife.
Educated with
We just can't resist shit like
for
that.
her that she's the perfect hostess, the perfect wife. We even talked about using her menu verbatim in selected ladies' magazines.
Really? We haven't been there yet.
And it's funny, I've seen Betty's
What I've been pushing for.
menu listed.
If I was a fan of the show, I
On
would have
sites.
thrown that party right away.
I guess we could throw it in the mix. Let's start regional. See how some strangers' wives feel.
That's exquisite. Now, here was another scene where we're getting into the details of how this works. A couple of sponsors coming in to know what to buy, and the interesting thing is, originally we weren't sure if Harry's move on her was going to be malicious, and the scene was written, and then it became obvious that at that moment when Joan does not get this job, not to ruin the rest of the episode. Hopefully, you've watched it without us talking before you listen to us talking. We just realized they said fill it and put a guy in there. And the interesting thing is that the only rewrite required on this scene was taking out a few stage directions that suggested that Harry was irritated by what she said. Because the scene is really about these two people working together and Joan knowing what she's talking about. And this is really how it worked, too. She had gotten into the story. She had gotten inside information. She knew that the network was going to be promoting this particular episode. And I just love what they...
I love what she says, and I love the way she says it.
I love their response to her, and I love Harry's pride in the fact that this woman is helping him. Okay, so here we wanted this debris all over the bed. This is where this dress got the nickname the sad clown dress. Well, you're going to see her sitting up later on.
Are you okay, Mommy?
This particular interchange
Just not feeling very well.
does not advance the story in any way. It's what we do on the show. It is only an emotional resonance. And
Well, we also liked the idea of the kids having to witness all of this.
yes, there's that. I'm not denying that because we had her watching the chair. I'm talking about her stepping on the glass and just how drunk she is and the depression of it. And I love the way that this is done in such a low tech way, and you know exactly what it is, and you don't need to CGI a piece of glass going into her foot. And to me, it was a resonance. Broken glasses mean something, no doubt about it. Stepping on a glass, at least for me as a Jew, related to their wedding. But also the perfect hostess, and here she is. She's just forgotten all of it.
Crane, thanks for squeezing me in.
You said 4:30.
Hell, it's only 4:30.
Sorry about that.
Listen, I'll be brief since it appears I'm on my way out. I've received a lot of unsolicited phone calls.
I love this attitude from Roger too. That he's irritated that Harry's late, and the truth is that he's just leaving her.
And Harry, because he's Harry, apologizes.
Now, if you listen to Slattery's delivery,
Make it a full-time position, $150 a week, and he has to share an office.
this is not about Joan. This is not about anything other than he's waiting for the door to be opened. This is about we don't need a temp anymore. Hire a guy. Get someone in there. By that I mean a person. By that I mean a man. And this is what we were starting with. What I was saying before is we knew this from the beginning, from the very first, from the outline, from the intention that this was be about the fact that you come home and this fight is not over, and that is part of what is so excruciating about it.
And another thing that we love to do on this show is that whole shot sequence was almost directly reflective of The Wheel, and also
which was
the
related
pilot.
to the pilot, yeah. But it's a trope. It's not just the visual language of the show. Look at him there in the doorway, how he's lit.
Nothing.
I love this,
Nothing happened here. I went through every pocket
and I love that.
and every drawer. And there's nothing.
Would you stop?
He cannot let this go.
I don't even know why I bothered looking.
We had this great wide shot too, and we weren't sure how we were going to use it. If Leslie had talked about it from the beginning, and
What are you doing, Bets?
as we got into the editing, it became obvious that Cindy really wanted to save it, and I love that.
How could you do this to me?
Look at her hair. She's been knocked down to no makeup. That's really what's going on. And I said she should be a little greasy and a little worn, but I hate to say it, she still looks really good.
It's a problem.
And he, of course, looks like he just came home from work. This shot, look at that. You want to reflect the emotional experience of a character. And this, to me, is one of my favorite things that we've ever done in the show. I've slept on this couch, and I don't know if you want to tell the story or I'll tell the story. I was there for this, but here's the incredible thing.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
I have this collection. I've got Robin on set. I've got Jennifer Getzinger on set. The script writer. I've got Leslie Lincoln Glatter. 3 women sitting there. I wanted Betty to be scrubbed. I wanted her to confront him with the truth. She's clean. She's completely changed. And he sits up and he lies to her. And these 3 women started having this conversation about the fact.
I don't know what to do.
Well, Matt had come down to set. I think you were writing at the time, and came down to set and asked me, "Did you believe him when? Did you believe John as Don when he said, 'I don't want to lose this'?" And I just looked at him, and we had all been crying because this is such a beautiful scene. I said, "I believed him when he said I didn't do anything."
Oh.
Yes, I do. You know I do. I say it all the time.
No, you don't. Do you hate me?
Oh, God, no.
To me, just in the writing of it, I remember just saying, like, I wanted her hair slicked back. I wanted her in this white cotton robe. I wanted her pure and natural, and I wanted to be some echo of a truly, the irony of the show that the intimacy in their relationship has come out because of this confrontation. And that little thing that she does, no tears, that little, I don't know if someone can control the veins on their forehead. I don't know how that's possible, but my God,
This is a very impressive
it's
operation.
such pain. By the way, this is a payoff almost to the story. In the back of our mind, forgetting about everything, the Xerox machine and everything, we said, we got to see Fothergill walking through that office.
So we deliberately sent him up between the row of desks. And did we get Miracle Whip? Love that.
Yeah. Carrie and Laura, you're out there. The casting of this Danny Lindstrom character, and this is just me rubbing salt in the wound. Not only is Joan being replaced, she's being replaced by this
He's going to be in charge of broadcast operations.
less than deserving old buddy of Harry's friend, brother of Harry's friend. And now here you have Christina Hendricks. This is what you never get to see.
Right now?
She is realizing that she's been replaced.
No.
And she's going to have to explain to him what this job is. He doesn't even know what the job
It's
is.
really just reading the scripts.
Look at her.
All of them. And looking through the storylines to see if there's any.
I put this pause in there, but I did tell her when we got down there to do whatever she wanted. I just wanted to make sure that they covered that unnatural deadness. But look at her slowly trying to control Joan, her swallowing her
Not exactly.
emotions.
Listen, you're going to be around to help with the details, right?
Because I know nothing.
Yes, of course. Anything else?
No, John. And thank you again.
I mean, this is what I loved about this. Like, there wasn't anything malicious about it. They just didn't think of her.
What I love about it is that there's no scene of her leaning against that door or anything. We saved that. And here we had this too, which we wanted, which is this Xerox machine. We kept it really was an incredible. I wanted it as a humiliation for Peggy that Jonah put this in the first episode, but it just became this incredible source of story to me. And we had the staging in the script there that this would look like a confessional, that he would be sitting next to her, and that he would start pushing this, and that this was completely inappropriate in a way,
And I don't think it's too much of a leap to ask if
but
there's something you...
be a surprise to her on some level.
No.
God already knows whatever it is, Peggy.
I mean, she doesn't really know what he's getting at.
And at least in my mind, and it wasn't necessary per se for the story at all. But Peggy has a real relationship with this Xerox machine. It's in my mind, at least, it's been very instrumental in their story this year.
Yeah, we know we paid it off a lot.
Yeah, you'll see
But
in
he's-
episode 12 when you get there. It's the ultimate payoff too, the Xerox machine.
like the rest of us. Maybe you're lucky.
Father Gill is being very priestly and very personal and not breaking this information that he knows. And what I was told, this phrase here, which is something that I feel about religion, that there is a community there, forgetting about the word of communion. And Father Van Dyke told me that this was very Vatican II. It wasn't just about going through the priest to God. It was actually about valuing that community, which was people were leaving the church as times moved on. And him saying to her that she needs to confess. She needs to get this off her chest. And he's being so kind. And
You don't deserve his love?
Well, when I was working on this was actually sort of an amalgamation and adaptation of every horrible conversation I've had with ex-boyfriends when they've really said something painful.
yeah.
Because it's true.
And I love the Xerox machine stopping at the end there too.
Yeah, I had very specific Xerox cues for this. Again, my obsession with the Xerox machine.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Peggy. I'll see you on Sunday?
Yes, of course.
That didn't go well for him, but she knows exactly what that is.
And he's smart enough to leave. He's not going to get any more.
Look at that. Look at Elizabeth Moss just. So now here we are. We're back at home. They've had their reconciliation. He's welcome back at the house. She's making dinner again. Her hair is done. She obviously didn't sleep. She doesn't look as put together. She sits down to watch TV. And I know that there's some discussion of what this is, but to me, and Make Room for Daddy, this is fantastic. Two guys, a guy on the other end of her straw, Danny Thomas. And here's the Utz commercial. We knew this. We knew this going in, that this would be the moment. And what this is about to her is the public humiliation that people knew about this. This man knows about this, and that I bet he's put up with a lot of this stuff in private. I think that is the ultimate insult to her. And I'm also proud of the fact that we finally figured out how to make the TV reception look a lot more like it used to, which is pretty crappy.
We have chains in almost every suburban market on the East Coast, plus Chicago, Cleveland. It's a vote of confidence.
Terrific success with Heineken, Don. Oh, and by the way, your marriage is over. I like him. Look at the lighting in this thing. This is where you get to feel all the elements of the filmmaking are in place here. We saw that commercial being filmed, and there it is, sealing.
I don't care what you do. I just don't want you here.
God, she still gives me chills when I watch this.
Yeah. And look what he does. He doesn't even know what.
I don't want to see you.
She hangs up on him, as you would. There's no goodbyes in real life.
That conversation's over.
Yeah. And she turns off the oven. Love that. And he has miscalculated how serious this is. The way John Hamm puts that phone back. Now here we have these images all stacked together of these people's private lives. I did not want it to be a musical montage. I wanted it to be revisiting. This was very important to me. This is something I
I've
did
never
not understand
seen
this
on
when
TV.
she pitched it.
Because you never see it
'Cause I
on
don't-
TV. Ladies, back me up. Those marks are there. And it's not easy being Joan. I mean,
No.
part of her job is being that beautiful, but there's a price to pay.
Yeah, I did not understand the image. I didn't think it would read. I understood it. I didn't think it would read. There's Peggy. Is she going to be and then here we have
There you
this,
go.
which I think is,
Cuff collar.
We wanted to, and it was about him, showing him being a person under there. And, Robin really got this right away. Robin picked this song.
Well, what I love about this is that it's exemplary of the wonderful writer's room that we have. This is really a group effort here. It was Lisa Albert's idea that we should see him come home and take off those clothes and see that there's a man underneath there. Maria and Andre Jacques Matan said he should be listening to Peter, Paul, and Mary. I called casting and said, can this guy play the guitar? Well, he can. And God bless Colin Hanks, he really got into this. And he's doing a Johnny Cash method of holding the guitar, which I love because this is very much like a college guy in a dorm, And
Well, there's something else here to me, which is that this is also part of the priests of that era, is that they were the guitar-playing police. It was the
that's coming.
And the other thing is that I think this is this man's frustration. I don't think it's his expression of his sexual and spiritual frustration with getting through to her. He really wants this, as does Don. And then we had this great idea, and this is an editorial choice because we knew the real song, to pick the perfect moment. It was Cindy who put this together, who picked the exact spot where the real song comes on, which just gives me the chills still.
And on set, Colin was actually playing and singing, and at the end of each time we did it, the whole crew was just like, yeah!
But he wasn't singing during that shot.
Huh?
He wasn't singing during the shot of John.
No, when in his room, he was playing and singing.
No, I think that you
And I love this song. I'd never heard it before, but I listened to all of Peter, Paul, and Mary's first album, and this one just really... I love that it sounds uplifting.
It is uplifting, and I think these people are all trying to look to something greater. They're in pain, so that's what worked for me.
When the trumpet blows, won't you call my name? Won't you call my name? When the thunder rolls and the heavens rain, when the sun turns black, never shine again when the trumpet blows.